to make this music
I love you,
as a way
everyone.
of
Where in the
sharing
world
the
is
power
Iyalode
and knowledge of
Yeyefini?
Obatala, the father of all the Orisha. Obatala lives inside of each and every one of
I
us.
just want us to
And
just
so
listen to
Obatala is the owner
Obatala's
of all
connections. A
things.
lot of stuff has happened to
Obatala
me
is our
and through
ability to
me. So I want to just let
to
everyone know and take
download
you. So just take a
and to
minute to breathe
connect to
in.
peace that everyone
Coming out of the
is
COVID,
seeking.
let's just connect to Obatala.
Obatala is struggle and then peace, obstruction and clarity. The children of Obatala will face many adversities because only through adversity you can appreciate peace and calm and love. No matter what Obatala goes through as an entity, as an energy, as a force, it always realizes its power by remaining peaceful, by remaining clear, optimistic, and having hope. So Obatala is the energy that when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, Obatala got your back. When everything else seems dark or distant or disorganized, Obatala comes in and gives you clarity. It makes you say yes, yes, yes to life. So this music is an opportunity for you to look at the challenges that you may be going through or the things that you've gone through and recognize that it's all going to be fine. When you change your perception from being lost or victimized or being traumatized, when you change that to knowing that I am bigger than this, I am better than that because I am not alone, then you know Obatala. Obatala is that energy that makes you know that your father is protecting you, your mother is protecting you, and that's Obatala. The male energy, the female energy of peace, tranquility, and knowing that you have the power to be great. The energy of peace and the triumph over adversity. That's Obatala. When we get bombarded with the little trivial things, Obatala says, all of that that you see down there is irrelevant. What you are seeing is what I see. So whenever you want to connect to Obatala, sit on a mountain, sit on a hill, sit somewhere that can give you perspective that at the end of the day, it's only peace and there's only love. Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe, Alafia. We're coming out of the retrograde. And so I have been playing that that this entire 3 weeks. So know that we are excited to be here. There's some great things happening. And I didn't announce it. So everybody that's here is supposed to be here. And we're going to be on YouTube and all of the platforms. Thank you again. This is Yeyefini Efumbolade, the director of the International Institute of African Studies and Knowledge, Inc., and the director of yeyefini.com. My guests today are Efunlayo Maxi, Baba Akimbola, and Oyabumi de Rosario. Welcome, everyone. We are here to share some fantastic news, some wonderful things that have been happening to us and through us. And as these things are happening, we look at what is the underlying reason? What is it that life is trying to tell us or show us? And so, for that reason, we are here today to share with you. Things have changed for me tremendously. I'm in my number 9 year. And I just want to say thank you all for the support, the love, and the respect that I've received over the years and over this platform of social media. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I'm in a number 9 year, and y'all know that sometimes I put the day, the combination, the universal vibration of the number so that we can look and see how is the universe is playing for us that day, but also that year. So the year, you want to add your date of birth, I mean the month, the day, and you add the present month. The present year, 2022. So when you add up my birthday, 8/31/2022, it comes up to a number 9. So I am in the end of a cycle. Some of you on here are in your number 9 cycle as well. So that's a beautiful time because you get ready. What happens is it's time for graduation. A lot of the stuff that you've done, a lot of the places that you've been, a lot of the people that you've been with, it's time to check and see when you graduate, when you change. You may have to leave some things behind. You may have to leave some things behind of yourself, of your relationships, or where you live. All of the things in your life is about change. This is a season of Oya for me, which is to change without any kind of remorse or regret. And so my number 9 has been really, really great in that it has changed some of the things that I have been doing. And so how has it changed me? Today, this is one of the reasons that I have these fabulous priests that are with me, and we are going to introduce them to you. My name has just changed. My brand, yeyefini.com, has changed. This year, there's so many wonderful things happening to me and for me. I am no longer going to take on any new clients, because over the years I have a number of clients and students and godchildren. The volume is getting to the point where it's time for me to share, and that's what I'm doing now. We're sharing with these other priests who have passed my criteria. And so if you go on my website and you can't see any appointments, I'm not bringing on any new clients. The only thing that I will be doing in terms of divination publicly or on my platform is roots readings. I will be doing roots readings 4 times a month on my platform. My products will no longer be available. My soap and scrubs and lotions will not be available anymore on my platform. And my products will now be distributed. I have 2 distributors, and it will start September the 2nd. And all of my classes and things that you want to get in contact with me, it's always going to be on yeyefini.com. However, if you want to get a personal consultation and tap into you, if you're new, or if you just want to if you've been looking for me, because a lot of people find me and says, oh, I saw you on YouTube and I'm trying to get a reading from you. Drum roll. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's why today I have these people with me. So you will still be able to get a fabulous, magnificent reading from Priestess Efunlayo Maxi, a fabulous reading from Priestess Oyabumi, and you will be able to get some fabulous Egungun and ancestor work from Baba Akimbola. So we are going to that, as well as he was not able to be on. We have our own Babalawo Alex, that I've been working with for over 30 years. He is our Babalawo. So welcome everyone. This is my new staff. So congratulations, everyone. Y'all have been such a beautiful part of my journey, and I'm so humbled when I asked you, well, you know me, when you ask is with, do you have a choice? But anyway, when I asked y'all, please, can you come on the platform, or can I refer readings? You said yes. That for me, so wonderful to say yes. So we have Babalawo, Baba Alex. We have Oyabumi, Priestess Oyabumi, Baba Akimbola, who's an Egungun priest. Also, Efunlayo, Priestess of Obatala, and myself. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's start this wonderful situation with we're going to begin with one of my closest allies, and y'all know whenever there's anything, there's everything with Efunlayo, my team. So Efunlayo, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want you to just share what you're doing, how are you going to assist the platform, but how you are going to be able to just go to the next level. Congratulations on you taking another step in your own personal journey of expanding and having your own egg base. So you make
Thank
me
you.
heart good. But go ahead,
Adupe.
everybody.
Adupe Iyalode, and greetings to my fellow priests here on the line. It's an honor to have been asked to do readings on your platform. You have brought me up in the religion. You're my godmother, my teacher, and you taught me how to be a diviner. And so to have my instructor have the confidence in me to be a part of the team, it means a lot. It's a great honor. So thank you for that. And I am happy to help people, because if it weren't for people helping me, I would not be here. And so to be able to give back in that manner and help people the way I have been helped in my life, and to embrace my African spiritual heritage and be able to be a diviner to help other people find the answers to the questions that they might have is truly indeed an honor. So I do readings, spiritual consultations for individuals for their personal needs, as well as for relationships, for businesses, for children, people of all ages. And the consultations, if you never had one, is wonderful, because it's the way that we learn how to trust spirit, because you get a lot of confirmation when you receive a reading. Sometimes we have nice surprises, but most of the time, when we get those wonderful surprise things to consider that spirit brings to us, down the road, we realize, oh, wow, yes, you connect with it and it means a lot to you. And it gives you that base of confidence in connecting with spirit that is needed. And so the readings that are offered are things that can assist us in our life. It gives you a foundation to stand on, when you can actually, as Iyalode often says, this is, the one religion where you can ask God questions and get an answer. And so that, instead of just hoping and praying. And so it's awesome to be able to offer that type of service to other people and to be sought after. So one of the things that Iyalode mentioned was congratulating me on having my egg bay. And so I have, godchildren and clients, and have initiated other priests and been second godparent to many, many people. So this year, we actually have a name now for my egg bay, and proud to announce that we are the Obatala and Oshun Healing Temple. So we've been working, in that vein for quite some time. And I had begun to get a little frustrated because the name just wasn't coming. And I knew that it would come when it was time. And so this year was the year. And I appreciate Spirit for giving that, because has given me a deeper sense of grounding. So once again, divination, that Iyalode did the reading on the name. And so that's a benchmark for my process this year. Absolutely.
So let me give a little more information about the Obatalan Oshun Healing Temple. Efunlayo Orishas are Obatala and Oshun. And when she was initiated, I'm telling some of your business, it said in her reading that one day you will have your own temple, your own walk. Here it is. And
Ashe.
that's divination, when you are able to find out what you're destined to do. Efunlaya will tell you how she got there, whether kicking or screaming or willing or not. The thing is, she trusted spirit. And that's why Obatala and Oshun Healing Temple was not a concept that she says, let me name this. It was told to her 20 something years ago in her Odu, you were born to be were born to have a following. And your following is going to be expansive. And she's like, well, me, I don't want to do that. And here we are following that. And I remember at the time the diviner said, and you need to be careful of jealousy and envy between you and Yeyefini because you are going to be as great as her. I was like, jealousy and envy? No, baby. We want two hands. We hold hands, hand in hand. Because two hands, each hands wash each other. One hand washes the other, and they both wash the face. Because
Yes.
I remember that. And he said, you want, and that you have to be careful of our relationship going sour because you're going to be as great as Yeyefini. She's like, oh my God. Yes. My godchildren, I always say, I want y'all to be greater than me. So it's such an honor for me. So I had to get in there. Y'all know I chat a lot. And I had to get in there and add that little spice to the gravy. It was told to her that she would be one day doing that.
Yes. Thank you, Iyalode, because, I was in total disbelief. I'm like, I don't know who y'all talking to or about. But, bit by bit, little by little, step by step, and evolution has happened. And I appreciate you bringing that to light. I also had, even before initiation, I had my roots reading. And my roots reading was saying the same thing. And in the roots reading, it even said to me some of the elements that needed to be in the name for my temple when it came about. And so it was, I hadn't looked at that reading in a long time that you did for me. And it's told me what colors to use. I mean, it just was so thorough. And that was like 25 years ago or something like that, because I had that reading done before I did initiation. So spirit speaks. Sometimes we just don't know how to accept and listen. But if you take your time and you follow the process, spirit will bring it to pass if you allow it to come through. It really,
Sure.
really will. So
And
that's the beauty of readings. Yes.
and then let's add to that we do constant rituals for our relationship, for it to stay constant. Not because we have struggle, it's so that we don't have struggle.
Exactly.
Constantly doing Ebo. We got egg bed together, so our egg beds joined in the heavens
Yes.
and on earth. So we constantly have to do Ebo. That's the Odu Ave Gioko. Arrows between brothers. You have to do Ebo. You have to find your double on earth and walk with it. The institution of friendship is very, very respected in ancient times in Africa. And so that's what we have to do, is more than friendship. It's about coming together for the greater good of humanity.
Yes.
And that's why rituals have to be done to preserve that power and that strength, to serve as an example, but to give us reasons to be laughing and to be joyful. I had to put that in there.
Yes, that's vital information.
One of the things that I want to say about Efunlayo, Priestess Efunlayo Iyalode Maxi the first, is that I like to give her a full title. She is a master at divination for children. Most of my clients and godchildren and that I do readings for their parents and that I send the children to Efunlayo because she has a natural ability that the universe prepared her, and she went to school not knowing that she would be doing that. She has a natural breeze about her about children. So for those of you who want to get divination in your children, like it's back to school with all of the chaos and stuff that's happening with the violence and that, you need to get your children read. Get rituals for them for the summer. When school opens for the summer, they'll be playing, they'll be outside. And the reading of the year, if you look at the platform, you'll see that the reading of the year talked about leadership going crazy and that we have to make sure that we're worshiping our ancestors. But more than that, we're doing a lot of offensive work for ourselves and our family. So get Efunlayo to do readings for you during this summertime, as well as going back to that is her. And that's the one of the things that I love as a teacher, is that when I see and I recognize the strength of each person, especially a student, I want to encourage it. Even if they don't see it at the time, I want to encourage it. So that's the thing in the priesthood. Everybody's not born to be doing readings and doing all of that. When you find what is your ashe, what is your gift, what is your don, you take that to the next level. and the universe will then supply you.
Yes.
So those of you who are on the path of priesthood, those of you who are on the path of different healing medicines, when you know it, hold on to it. Hold on to it and master it. And don't think that mine is less because theirs has more shine and all of that. No, everything has shine. Everything. And sometimes in this culture, we feel that if it's not all bling bling and if it's not pulling in a lot of, attention, is not. No, hang in there. Do what it is that you do and do it well. And people will call for you. I remember my daughter, um, when they're in school at the end of the year, they would give them awards. And my daughter got the awards because all the children had all types of award. And her award was for cleaning and sweeping very well. Very well. And today, that's the kind of mother that she's. Her house is always immaculate. I am sure that that rung a bell in her and said, "But if I can get an award for this," because it was already in her spirit that when she's cleaning, you know how some people, including myself, I will sweep around stuff. She has to move the stuff, sweep it, put it back. And her teacher was watching her. That's what you do. You encourage, so that today she is the woman that she is. My daughter in California, she's just cleaning, and that's her file. Yes, we have another priestess in the institute that whenever we want to clean the temple, that's the person I call on. That girl will clean a temple. You can lick the floor after you finish sacrifice. It's so clean because she takes all of her energy into it and knowing that this I am doing not for self-gratification. I'm doing it because it makes me feel worthy and it makes me feel good.
Okay.
So I had to add that to you, Efulayo. So go on the platform. We will be talking. Look at that. She just texted me. Look at that. Look at spirit. Yes. And so definitely go out there and get your, because I'm not doing any more marriage readings or relationship readings, naming readings. No. These priests are doing that. I am only doing roots readings, and they will be doing roots readings very soon. Ding, 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 ding. I know y'all are like, what? Yes, I want y'all to do the roots readings because in time, I will be just lecturing and touring with my book and my life. Okay, so thank you, Efunlayo. Next, we're going to ask Oyabumi, priestess Oyabumi of Oya. Priestess Oyabumi carries me. Speak. Who are you? What do you do? What you doing on this platform?
Alafia, thank you so much, Iyalode, for allowing me to be on this platform. Thank you, Iya Efunlayo. Thank you, Baba Akimbola. I'm honored to be in such company. I do pray. I am Oyabumi. I'm a priestess of Oya. I'm a yogini. I'm a mother of 4, and I am a health and wellness aficionado. I'm very passionate about whole food, plant-based living. And so my platform is called Vibrantly Transformed, and it's a space where I'm able to combine all of my passions. I became a priestess as a child. Iyalode is my grandmother in Orisha. So it is an honor to be able to learn from her, to be able to study with her, and even to be honored to be on this platform working with her. It's just such an honor. My platform, Vibrantly Transform, is where I share the tools that I've used to constantly be in personal transformation. As a daughter of Oya, transformation is the name of the game for me all the time. Life is always calling me to shed layers like an onion. I'm constantly shedding and being called to be more. And so what I've used, what has served me was my priesthood. And so now I've been a priest for over 30 years. And I'm now at a space where I am using my priesthood in order to support other people in the same way that I've been supported through getting readings, doing rituals, taking classes, and understanding more who is Oya, who is Shango, who are the Orisha, who are my ancestors, and how it is that they impact me. Many people who come into this faith, or those of us that have children that are being raised in this faith, we really take it for granted. And so many of us take on the religion of our parents, but then many of us change pathways. And so what was given to me by my family is something that I've stayed connected to, I've expanded into, and now I'm at a place in my life where I'm using the knowledge that I have in order to assist and help other people. This is the knowledge that I've used as a mother, as a wife. This is what saved my life, essentially becoming a priestess at such a young age. It was to save my life, and it continues to do that. So at first, I always thought my priesthood was just for me. And now I'm able to expand beyond myself and share this work, this knowledge with other people to help them experience their own transformation. Again, my platform is Vibrantly Transform. I'm a yogini. I practice and I teach yoga, and it has been actually through my yoga practice that I really came to understand many of the aspects of this spiritual pathway that are outside of the physical practices. When you're a child growing up in the religion, we are changing waters, we're cleaning up the temple. A lot of the things we just do, they're habits that we learn, but we don't necessarily make the connection. Well, why are we doing it? Why is it that we do this? And I would say that it has been through my yoga practice and meditation practice that I really learned on my own how to connect with the Orisha, how to connect with spirit, and allow myself to just take in more information and also understand how it is that I'm able to impact others. I believe that we need multiple pathways to dignify ourselves. So, first is spirituality. Second is a physical vehicle for transformation, which is how I employ the yoga as a physical vehicle for personal transformation. And finally, health and wellness and whole food plant-based nutrition, which has been a cornerstone of how it is that I was raised, as well as how it is that I raised my own children, who are elite athletes and young people who have a very firm understanding and grounding of how it is to feed themselves in a way that they can have access to vitality. So those three pathways for me have been very important, and they really are the cornerstone of who I am and how it is that I continue to evolve and allow Oya to move me through these different aspects of my life. I am saying, and I am a spiritual health and wellness consultant. And so in working with me, those are the pathways. We're dealing with Orisha, we're dealing with spirit. I'm dealing with the yoga and the meditation to help with a physical aspect to personal transformation, and also health and wellness through what we're eating and putting into our bodies as also a way for us to access personal transformation. It is my goal to help people to be vibrantly transformed. I believe in being vibrant. I believe in having access to these tools to help people, because it's one thing to be a priestess, but that doesn't keep you from being obese. It doesn't keep you from depression. It doesn't keep you from alcoholism or any of these other things. You can still have a heart attack. And so as African people coming into this understanding, we need more, I feel, than just, praying and hoping and asking Orisha. We actually have to be able to do things. And so those are the three channels that have resonated with me. And again, that I employ my own self in order to continue to evolve and grow. And it's what I share on my platform. So hopefully that makes sense, and I can put that all together in a way that people can digest, because I have many diverse interests and talents, but those three pathways to me make the most sense. And it's also something that I've observed from my elders, just growing up, seeing women being active in dance and movement and using that to express themselves, to release and bring about change for themselves. And as a daughter of Oya, what I want to help other people to do is to walk themselves through and have tools for personal transformation.
Shay, thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, one of Oyabumi's specialties is a connection to raising teenagers and children in this faith. That's one of her specialties. She has done and as young as she looks, she has a daughter that's 25, and she didn't have her as a teenager. Let's put it like that. Okay. And so she is very keen at knowing how to raise a child that is struggling or challenged with the dominant culture, living in a society where the dominant culture is everywhere, but how to raise your children in such a way with not only plant-based nutrition, but to raise them in such a way that they can travel all over the world, knowing that they're connected to spirit and know that they don't have to explain or apologize for being in this faith. She has children that are priests, and so and on some on their way to priesthood. So it's very important for us to know that the people that are on my staff, like someone called them the dream team, somebody have a the dream team, are people that you can go to for all of those little nuances. And so, and also one of the areas that I found that Oyabumi is very good at, and also Efunlayo, is also younger women coming into this faith and how to walk through and maneuver dating life, romance, marriage. You know, as a young person, I have not been a young person where I'm maneuvering those now things of dating with, trying to figure out what's the latest this and the latest that since Jesus was a boy. I love that we have young priests who are able to be challenged by the things that are going on, to know that all that you see out there on social media does not dictate who you are. There's a part of you that you may be on social media. There's a certain type of decorum that's one of the things that I love about you, Oyabumi, the way that you carry yourself, the decorum that you have, and you can help women to know that you can get attention, love, and romance without being on a platform saying, turn up, because that's what today, everything is about booty shaking. And that's one of the things that you are an expert, I feel, in my life, because I recommend people to you constantly that are in a place where all of this is challenging. They're still young, they're still vibrant. Talking to me, I can tell you how it is at 70 plus. That's my area. I can help you in that area. And I'm working through that myself of coming to terms with my own life transforming. But that's one of the things that I love about is that you have teenage children, you have young adults, you're vibrant, you're young, you still go to a carnival. She dances at carnivals, and you can be a priest and do that, but there's a way that you do it. And that's what I love about the work that you're doing. Love it. Love it. And teaching your children that, all of the things that they need to put in their mouths and to just be human beings and to have a voice. I've always watched you as you were raising your children. You always allowed them to be who they were. You didn't put them in a box and tell them to get down, sit down. You have to do that. I was raised in a different generation, so I was, a different type of that. But I saw you and I watched you, and I love that. In that you take such time and care. I've never heard you cuss off your children. If you did, I've never heard it. Because it's not your way. And that's why your children can walk through and live all over the world. You have children living in 3 different countries with such grace and dignity. So I commend you on that and continue being that vibrant daughter of Oya, because Oya is the river. She's always changing and moving. Sometimes people watch too much YouTube or whatever. They says, Oya is this goddess with a beard and she's all over the place and she had to chop somebody's neck off. And that. Oya is a goddess. In Africa, the priestesses of Oya, they walk like gazelles. They're just like, ah. All of that wild stuff, they leave it to their husband, Shango. Oh, yes, oh. Shango makes king. I mean, Oya makes kings.
Okay.
She's not going to go out there and try to be a king. She's a queen. She's bowed. So thank you for the work that you do and continue doing it. So all of y'all that looking for readings for young people, that y'all are speaking in different words, like the languages that y'all have now is just what grand rising and all that. I don't come from that generation. I'm still saying God bless you and good morning. All of those things, that's what y'all need. And with all of the little nuances that people are doing, please. And she's also a Reiki practitioner. And when we go around again, Laya will be able to say specifically what's happening in her camp in terms of the Reiki. Okay, thank you, Oyabumi. We'll get back to you for some more juicy stuff because you're in the number 9 year. I'm putting you out there so you can share some of the stuff. Baba Akimbola. Yes, Oshun's son. Please, what are you doing on this platform?
Alofi, everybody. How y'all doing? And dupe to Iyalode Yeyefini for allowing me to be on this platform. I'm forever thankful. And alafia to my elders, Efulayo and Oyabumi. How y'all doing? Again, my name is Baba Akimbola Oshuniyi. And what am I doing on this platform? I am on this platform to give each individual a foundation, and that foundation is Egungun, ancestors, okay? And teaching the who, what, when, and how of ancestor veneration and what that is. And before I go deep into that, I ain't even want to do this, but I forgot about my family here. But I am a proud husband, and I have 4 beautiful children. Yes, and owner of Wise Enrichment Group, where we specialize in teaching new business owners or current business owners how to be within compliance to get maximum funding to implore their life, because we understand that the goal is to own nothing but control everything. Okay. But what I'm doing on this platform is to teach each individual the foundation, right? As we get into this, me coming from a Baptist background, I'm a country boy at heart, a true country boy at heart. And growing up Baptist, I played the drums in church, sung on the choir, the usher. My family was nothing but reverends, deaconesses, deacons, like we had our own church. So to come into this spiritual system, this spiritual practice, something that I always loved about spirit was in church playing the drums, seeing them come through the door and trying to understand. At that time they call them Holy Ghost, but to me I'm like, what is that coming? Who is that? I don't know. Holy Ghost had a whole face, and Holy Ghost had a whole movement about themselves. Like, wait a minute, I don't think that was Holy Ghost. But understanding that and seeing that, and then becoming a man and going on my own journey, leaving the house, moving to Charlotte, and founding my own way and my own path, I came into ancestor veneration. And since then, it's been like, boom, it's just been big. And I've learned that the foundation of why we may struggle, a lot of our people here in the diaspora, is because we don't have that foundation, where a lot of other ethnic groups have that foundation. Our dollar has ancestors on it. Streets at the White House are named after ancestors. So we're constantly venerating another race of people's ancestors, but yet ours, we go by silently and don't even mention them. So we're teaching a ancestor veneration class to give you the foundation to wake up your ancestors, to let them know that, look, I need you. I need you to now walk before me, walk behind me, walk beside me. I need you to show me exactly how I'm supposed to move in this destiny, how I'm supposed to move in this life. How do I raise my family in this life? What can you teach me based off your spiritual wisdom that can help me in the physical, right? And by doing that, we're going to be teaching everything from who are the ancestors politically, community, spirit guides. What is the purpose of an ancestor shrine? Why do we have ancestor shrines? Because, as Iyalode said, you get on YouTube, there's so much information about what, who, what, how to do this. But one thing about ancestor veneration, it's not religious, right? I don't care if you're in a church. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care if you, whatever you may do, anybody can do ancestor veneration. And I feel that in this society, in this day and time, is like, nah, if you over here doing this, we only can do ancestor veneration, but you can't. But I want to bring everybody to the forefront, because I feel in this fight, or in this journey that we're going to as people in the diaspora, we're missing the foundation. We have everything else. You know, I speak that I have my own financial business, and we have the most buying power in America, that we can really make change, but spiritually we bankrupt. So we have to really tap in on both of those aspects. When those two come together, I mean, we can do wonders. So I will be teaching the Ancestor Veneration class, which is a 3-month class, 2 classes a month, where we're breaking down the who, what, when, and how of ancestor veneration and the power of connecting back to one's ancestors.
Ashe, thank you, thank you. So where are these classes? And say a little bit about where does this go? Where does this ancestral reverend classes that you're doing, what's the ultimate goal? Where do they start in really connecting to their ancestors? Share that with me, because you're a master at it. Since I've met you, I've learned, I've relearned and reconnected to the power of working with your ancestral shrine, not altars, a shrine. So speak on that, please.
Yes, ma'am. So the classes will be held through our website at www.oshuniyiyire.com. And that's spelled OSUNIYIIRE. And on this, what we're going to do, we're going to start you with, again, the foundation. Everything starts with a reading. You know, a lot of people want to go and they want to go ahead and jump the gun and be like, hey, I'm this and I'm that. But what does spirit say you are, right? Your spirit aligning with Olodumare, what is it saying? Okay, so it starts with a roots reading, which Iyalode will be the one performing those roots readings. So you're going to start with the foundation of understanding who are your ancestors, what do your ancestors require of you, what did your ancestors do prior to you coming here to the diaspora, right? You know, doing my walk as an Egungun priest, I've seen ancestors from the continent of Africa. I seen Mayan ancestors, the Aztecs. I seen Indians, you know. So understanding who you are, because by understanding who you are and where you come from, it also aligns you with your path of where you need to go, right? So this roots reading, you're going to start there, finding out your colors, find out your totem, what your ancestors represent, what animal in nature is that you represent, you know, and how to use that totem to empower your ancestors and yourself. And then from the roots reading, then we go into these classes, and these classes will break down. Again, it's 2 a month. These classes will be live, and we're going to be speaking and teaching on, for example, the first class is who are the ancestors? Your adopted ancestors, community, political. What is that connection? Relatives, guardian spirits. What is a roots reading? You know, talk about the Egungun masquerade. You know, the word Egungun means the cloth that's been paraded. You know, understanding what these terminologies mean, what Egun means, which is the spirit, and then the Egunla, which is our national ancestors, right? So we're going to be speaking on those, and then going from there. Well, what is the difference between the sacred space, an altar, and a consecrated shrine? You know, a lot of people on YouTube, they speak on, I have an altar. That's beautiful. That's a great way to start. But why not just play with it? Why not take this to the whole new level? Why not go ahead and say, you know what, I'm not just going to have an altar. I'm really going to step into it. I'm going to own what it is. I'm going to embark in this power. I'm going to awaken my true power, and I'm going to get a shrine, a living organism. Wherefore, if I come and bring my troubles, my problems, my tears, my happiness, my wins, that I'm empowering them more and more and more. That way in my life, it's going to reflect. It's going to reflect. Okay. So those type of classes that we're going to be speaking on, and that's, like I said, it's 2 each month for 90 days. And then from once you complete that class, then we go into, are you prepared? Are you ready? You know, based off this class, go ahead and move into a consecrated ancestral shrine, right? Because as me, again, my walks as a Gungun priest, as I go and I feed shrines and I feed these the articles or the implements of their ancestral shrine, and some of these shrines look the same as when I came last time. So I'm like, are you really empowering your family? But then yet we have these problems where we say such at my job, keep doing this, I can't get where I need to be, or and we're not understanding that, yes, you did a big job. Congratulations, you started. But to live every day, you need to eat, you need to drink, right? You need someone to love on you. You need someone to encourage you. You have to put that same energy into your shrine because, again, it's a living organism. What you put in is what you get back. So my walk, I'm like, man, we got to find a way to better teach the importance of ancestor veneration because I feel, we as in the diaspora are one of the most powerful, unique group of people here in this planet, in this universe. We lit, as she would say, we lit, right? We really lit. We is that sauce that keep things going. So why not connect to that power? Because we got it. We just need to home in on it and really use it in the correct way and really cater to it. If that's a great word to use, but cater to it. But yes, Iyalode, did I answer your question?
Oh yeah. Took me on the ride, boy. That was like, yes, that was church right there. That was the Baptist. Hallelujah. Yes.
Amen.
Yes. And also to add a little sauce to Baba Akimbola, and he's one of the teachers that's going to be teaching financial literacy to our youth. Because it doesn't matter how many degrees we have, the foundation of when we left high school and went into college, or even in high school, we were not taught relationships, romantic relationships, or finance. And so we're going after all of these things, and you find people in this faith that are struggling financially and make money, but don't know the beauty, don't know the power that exists when you take control of your money. Money is not an outcome. Money is not an intention. Money is the reward of doing the things that balances you. Then you have money. So you can have that kind of power and money. And Baba Akimbola will teach you exactly how to do that. Trust me, I am a living. Yes, we are all in his class. And trust me, next week, y'all will hear some wonderful things that have happened through Baba Akimbola and his beautiful wife and the things that they're doing for financial literacy. Yes. Speak about the importance of that, Baba. Some of the things that you see that's happening with our children when you first come out of high school and you go to college, your first year, they bombard you with credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
That takes you, that's the first kind of downfall that we have. Then some of us have paid insurance, life insurance for years, and it's just sitting there making somebody some money. So speak to those two things, Baba, so that people know that when you are a practitioner of traditional African faith, our ancestors always were investing. They know their wealth is not about money. It's about the power that you have to move and to shape and to make our world and your family a better place. So speak to just those two quickly.
Yes, ma'am. So so financial literacy is so important because we don't come from trust funds, right? And the fact that we don't come from trust funds is the reason why credit is so important, because we use credit to leverage the lifestyle that we should bring forth for generations to come. Okay. And a lot of people feel that you may hear the saying cash is king, but credit is power, because credit is a report, or it's a vehicle that you use to get whatever it is that you need in life, right? Financial literacy is about understanding budget and mindset, right? Because how you think is how you're going to move when it comes to your money. So if you think poorly and you think in the broke mindset, then reflecting when you budget or when you spend your money, you're going to spend it in a broke mindset, right? You're going to continuously give your money to things that's not going to produce or come back to flow to you that bring forth an asset or a cash flow to continuously bring forth generational wealth. So like she mentioned, for example, when I first went off to college, my first credit card was $500 from Bank of America. I didn't know, but I knew one thing. Me and my roommate in college, we was fresh to death from Rugged Warehouse. We maxed that card out and we was the freshest on the yard, right? But when I went to purchase my first car, they was like, you can't get this, but we can take you over here to this buy here, pay here lot. Like, I'm like, no, but I want this car. But no, sir, you can't. Like, do you know about a Bank of America credit card? I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to pay that back. So Wise Enrichment Group, we teaching the importance of, again, budget and mindset. Budget your money. Tell your money what to do, right? It's called currency. The root word of currency is current. It's a flow. It's a movement. When you give your money a job, your money is going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. But if we just say, I got paid on Friday, I'm hitting the club, and nothing against anybody hitting the club, you know, I hit the club too. But you want to make sure that you using your money in a way that it benefits not only you, but your family and generations to come. So credit, budget mindset, credit. Once we get those two things, budget mindset, and we have that in a foundation where we feel comfortable, then we start working on our credit. Our credit, understanding the 10 basic things that you need to have on your credit. You need to have at least 10 positive accounts. Now, these 10 positive accounts, 5 of those can be closed, 5 can be open, but you need 10 positive accounts. You need to have 0 derogatory remarks, 2 to 3 inquiries. And when I say 2 to 3 inquiries, I'm not just saying as a whole, but you have Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, okay? These reporting agencies both have inquiries. So 2-on-1, 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 but no more than 3 on each one of these reports. No negative items, meaning no late payments, all right? And then once you have this credit report looking like this, then you can go in. I guarantee you can get any type of funding from any bank because now you have structured a report. Because a lot of people will come around here and say, my credit score is 800. That's nice. But what's your report look like? Because the report is going to get you the loan. The credit score is what gets you the rate. So if your report is not looking right, you can get declined all day with an 800. And
Thank you.
I'm an underwriter. And so we will decline you all day because even though you got an 800, your report shows that you cannot handle financial or money or paying your bills, or you can't handle credit. So we show you how to build this report to where when you go into a bank, there's no docs, no pay stubs, there's no W-2s, there's no I need to see this many bank statements. We don't have to show those things because credit report wise, you're showing that I am financially responsible. I am a mature adult to go and handle my foundation. And once we get our credit and we know how to get the money to invest in cars, to invest in houses, you know, our children going off to college, tell them do not get a credit card. Parents, put your children on your credit card as an authorized user. Set a pre-limit amount for them. Give them $200, $300 a month for them to spend. You know, start teaching them to build credit that way. Do not allow our children to just go out on the door and start building credit. Give them a start by putting them on your credit card as an authorized user and only giving them $300 to start with. That way they can start getting into the movement and the understanding of how to use a credit card, how to swipe, and how to be responsible adults. And then once we get all of that, we move into vehicles that would then help protect our money, which is life insurance, right? And we know a lot of our people we see always is GoFundMe and things like that. But life insurance, as little as $50 a month, you can build generational wealth for your children that come after you just by paying $50 a month in a whole life universal insurance. But putting it in a vehicle, just like our counterparts do. Put it in a vehicle that would then mature over time that we can use as a bank and as a death benefit. But you know, I'm very passionate about finance.
Yes, that's what I love. Yes, that is so beautiful, Baba, the way that you express it. And one of the things that I want to add to this is that the reading of the year, and if you go back and look at the platform, it says this is a good year to buy land. We don't think sometimes in a way that, like you say, we didn't inherit money from the majority of us. Some of us did, some do not. And those that did sometimes didn't know the value of it. And through taxes and that, we lost our family properties and that kind of thing because we didn't know, we weren't trained how to keep it. Take this money that the Orisha is giving you. Give a challenge to the Orisha. Ask them what it is that you want. Tell them what it is that you want and take that money and buy some land, because land is the one thing that God is not making any more of. So there's enough land for us to purchase land. And if all you do on that land is to build something and rent it, there's a cash flow right there. And it takes you to another level. And when you walk into anything that you want, be it initiation, be it to travel, whatever, that you have wealth that you can get a loan to do those things and let that money just keep flowing. I'm not in that area in terms of all of the dynamics on it. So that's why I enrolled in Baba Akimbola's class. And honey, like I said, there's a whole lot of good stuff happening over here with Yeyefini. we have to understand that this faith is about being happy. It's about being expansive. It's about living in this world successfully without just 9 to 5, killing yourself, asking your regions just to let you stay surviving on a job. We have to thrive. And that's why divination is so important. That's why financial literacy is so important. That's why ancestor veneration is important. How to eat, how to be vibrant, how to commit to the discipline of knowing perhaps some of the challenges that we have in terms of the things that we feel that we still need to eat and the things that we still need to do because they connect to our pleasure centers. For those things, that's why we have on my platform, on the yeyefini.com, the SEI, the Self-Empowerment Intensive. Sometimes food can be one of the things that we gravitate to soothe us or to fill gaps in us that are spiritual things that we're dragging through our life. And so through the SEI, the Self-Empowerment Intensive, you're able to go through the initiation process of the 5 days and go through and find out what it is that's missing, that we're trying to replace it with food and with drugs and with all of the things that is just temporary. And then we're cutting our lifespan in half, cutting our lifespan because we are putting things that has no nutritional, that don't have any nutritional value just to make us feel full versus really dealing and digging deeply into what is the thing that make you feel empty. So the programs that we have here and on yeyefini.com takes care of so many aspects of us, that it's so important for us to know. Financial literacy, how to mother and how to set an example for children in this faith, how to be a grandmother, Efunlayo, how to be a grandmother, how to serve as a grandmother and encourage your grandchild to be a priest and teach them how to do this, the rituals and the ceremonies from little bitty children. We have all of that at yeyefini.com and IIASK Inc. That's why I felt that it was important for us to coming out of this retrograde, which is a leg bus period for us to sit back and look. And this is coming out of the retrograde, coming out of COVID, we've been a long place. So we were always developing and going somewhere. So that's why I wanted to have this. So this is a time that if y'all have anything that's going on your platform soon, this month or starting, this is a time for us to speak and dig in deeper. With the children's rites of passage, when it's starting, the SEI, mediumship classes, Oyabumi has a beautiful mentoring program of spiritually assisting women. Talk to that. We each have like maybe about 5 minutes to just go deep into what it is that you're doing so people can find you and get the juice out of this. So, Layo, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I'll start. One of the things that I really enjoy connecting with is Iyalode has mentioned the Rites of Passage program. And I work with the Rites of Passage program, and it is a phenomenal program for our children and our youth. And the classes you will find them. We have classes for the children from 9 to 12 years of age, and then from 13 to 17 years of age. And the class is very affordable. And we have a thriving program for both the children. Classes meet once a month for 2 hours, and they are learning about African spirituality, the basic fundamentals of African spirituality, about ancestor reverence, Obi divination, and cosmologics. And it's really a powerful program. And I will tell you that my own grandson turned down an opportunity to go to the air show at Fort Lauderdale because he said he could not miss his Rites of Passage class. Now, what 14-year-old do you know that's going to say, I don't want to go to the air show because my Rites of Passage class is very important? And I was going to give him permission to go to the air show, but he said, no, I'm going to Rites of Passage class. So that speaks for itself because the children speak. And so if you have children that age or know someone that has children that age, this is an amazing program that will help ground your children, to help give them some understanding. And they learn that there are other children participating in African spiritual systems. They're not the one who's the different one who's not going to church. And even if they go to church, this will be a thing that will give them some grounding. So I wanted to say that. In addition, I also teach Reiki healing and have been a Reiki practitioner myself for about 16 years. And one of the things I love about Reiki healing, and if you're not familiar with Reiki, Reiki is an energy healing system. And we know that our spirits are pure energy. And by learning how to work with your energy, you learn how to regulate and to stabilize your systems, your meridians and your chakras, which are directly connected to your endocrine system, which is directly connected to all of our orishas and our ancestors, because we are dual beings. We are spirit and we are human. And so one of the things I've learned about Reiki over the years is, I saw it in the beginning as, oh, just this thing you do over here to regulate your body. But what Spirit's magic has done for me is that I was not planning to study Reiki, and I had been told several times, oh, you should do this. And I was resistant because I didn't understand it and I wasn't interested enough to look into it. But the beauty is that by learning Reiki and working with it over the years, it has enhanced my life tremendously. And I learned how to connect even more on a deeper level with spirit by connecting with my energy and feeling the vibrations from and understanding what I'm feeling. And so it enhances you both on a physical level as well as on a spiritual level. And so if you have any interest in energy healing, and one of the things I love about Reiki, there are many energy healing systems, but Reiki is the only one that has an initiation component to it, where you actually have a powerful Reiki energy healing that is passed on by your instructor that opens up your system so that you can receive more energy from the universe to help you regulate and balance. And so if you are interested, you can go to my website, which is Efunlayo, my name, efunlayo.com, and you can contact me through the website, see about the information and the classes. I have classes that are going to be coming up the end of April and the first part of August. In addition, I have a program that I call Spiritual Life Coaching. And one of the reasons it came to me to have that program is I too was raised in church, in African Methodist Episcopal Church, and was at church. I have preachers and evangelists and people on both sides of my family. And so I would talk to so many people wanting to come in African spirituality, and they had the confusion and everything about how to make that work for them. Is this something I should be doing? And then once they find out more about it and they want to do it, they feel the pull, they just don't know how to make that transition. And so Spirit gave me the opportunity to see that I can help with that, because that's what I did myself. Because I didn't come into this faith until I was late in my 40s. And so all those years prior, I was in Christianity, but this pull was for me to come into African spirituality. So the Spiritual Life Coaching program is where I can help other people see, regardless whether you're coming out of Christianity or Islam or Buddhism or whatever, it doesn't matter. The transition is the same. Looking at how you don't have to let go of anything that has fed your spirit, has fed your soul from your previous volition. You went through that for a reason. So you don't throw it out just because now I want to be over here in African spirituality. Everything came out of Africa anyway. Our ancestors were given the genius to develop all the systems. And so helping people to make that transition, to help them to integrate the things that work for them from their previous systems of spirituality into their new, and integrate those things, because there's only one God that created all these paths to find it. And so we don't have to get rid of anything. And also navigating those conversations with your family and loved ones of, no, this is not voodoo, that's not what I'm doing, and helping you to be able to have those sometimes challenging conversations without creating a family divide. And so that's what that particular program is. And also with that program has evolved to where people are already committed to African spirituality or whatever system, and they just need some support and going to the next level. So that's what the Spiritual Life coaching program does. So, and then my new thing coming up in July, I'll be offering Akashic Records readings. I have taken the training and have been working towards being ready to jump out there with that. So I'll be starting to do those readings in the fall. And the beauty of the Akashic Records readings is that it encompasses everything. It's not about African spirituality. It's not about this, that, and the other. It's just pure spirit. You know, every religion talks about a book of life or a record of why your soul came forth. And the Akashic Records will help take you straight there to see what that is. And so I'll be offering those readings next month, beginning in July.
Shay, people are just asking, where can I sign up? Are those available online? Yes, go to efunlayo.com. Everything is on her platform. Yes, thank you, Efunlayo. Yes, Akashic record reading, those things are phenomenal. Yes, we have a sister that does it, and then that's Efunlayo's teacher. And so that's the thing, is that when you know it rings true, you go and you get another step, because in doing divinations, that's one of the things, is that we have a Rolodex. People don't have Rolodex anymore. But anyway, we have whatever, the new term. Well, anyway, I'm using Rolodex. You have a Rolodex of different people that you can call. I'm forever sending people. I have specializing babalawos. I have specializing herbalists. We have specializing people that go into different aspects of it, that go into your other lives. We have people who are doing misas. That's coming up next. We're going to start having classes on Palo and initiations in Palo Mayombe. That's going to be coming for us next summer. Not this summer. Next summer we'll be having those classes. Whatever works for you, it's because you need it to work with you. You're not going out there and start anything strange. It's all leading you to the same place. So thank you so much for that, Efunlayo. And as we said, Spirit led her to do that. Spirit can lead you to be as fabulous as Efunlayo, or better, because that's what we always want to do. Thank you so much. Yes. So now, Baba, give us where we can find you. When is your thing started? When is registration? When does it end? When is the next class? And then I'll do mine last, and then we are going to say good night.
Yes. So classes registration is starting today, up till July 1st. So you have from starting today up to July 1st to register for the Ancestor Veneration class, also called the Foundation. That starts today up to July 1st. And you can find that at www.osunniyire.com. So it's spelled OSUNNIYIRE. So osunniyire.com, and you can register. When you go on the website, you will see it up under as Ancestor Veneration class. Again, that's six classes, two live classes a month, and that's for 90 days. And also, you can find me if you're looking for any type of financial help or guidance or information. You can find us on Instagram at wise_LLC. That's WISE_LLC. And our website is www.wiseenrichment.com. Wiseenrichment.com. And we have all kinds of services. We do monthly webinars. So if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see all our webinars. If you want to get on our email list, you can just text checklist. Just text checklist to 704-703-0076. If you text checklist to that number, 704-703-0076, it will put you on our emailing list. And then anytime we're doing a webinar, any information, it will be sent out to you. So again, if you need anything, I'm always here. Holla at a player. Let me stop.
I love the young people. I love the language. Love it. I be trying to talk like the young people, and then when I get it, that was last year's terminology.
but that was like 10 years ago. So you know,
Okay, for me, this is new. This is new.
yeah, just you know,
Remember, I'm back there with the Bible back then when Jesus
yeah,
was in diapers.
yes.
He was in Jerusalem and the baby and all of that good stuff. So Oyabumi, please tell us, where can we find you? What's coming up that's making you vibrantly transformed?
Yeah,
It's
so
number 9 year. I'm all up in your stuff.
so you guys can connect with me at www.vibrantlytransform.com, where you can book readings, spiritual consultations, ritual cleansings, balls that are recommended from readings that you've received. I also offer yoga, private yoga. I have a transformation program that I call the Equanimity, as well as the Awakening program, where we work together for 40 days and you learn about the benefits of power yoga. I give you a practice that you can take for yourself. I also help to enrich your life with more fruits, vegetables, and berries through a product that I totally love, which is called Juice Plus, as well as I also have a spiritual life coaching program where I assist people in becoming dignified in spirit, mapping out a journey for this lifestyle, for this pathway. Those people who have received readings and they want to know what's next and how it is that they should proceed. I offer consultation sessions to help people on that journey. Additionally, I'm also a level 2 student and practitioner of Reiki, and I'm also offering distant Reiki healing as well. So vibrantlytransform.com is where you can reach me. You can follow me on social at Oyabumi. And I can't wait to connect with you. I do play Iyalode, I do play Yeyefini, and I do play Baba. I'm a student of everyone that's on the platform. So we all work together and it's all love because we all make each other better. So I do play.
Yes, we have people signing up. Y'all can't see it because in this platform, you can't see. There are people just talking about this is fire. There's someone here, Fum, he wants to sign up or she wants to sign up for everything. The yoga and Fulayo's class. I mean, it's beautiful, you know? And so know that that's what this is for. So let me talk about mine. My new program, as you know, is we're still going to have the introduction to mediumship. We still have the SEI, the Self-Empowerment Intensive that we spoke about, that which heals 7 generations of some of the family trauma, some of the family issues that we bring back this incarnation, how to cleanse and how to go through that and done and forever and done with it. We have also, and this is done completely silent, and it's a powerful experience. It's not something that you're going to sit down and talk about intellectual things. It's totally spirit. Sometimes it's in the dark, sometimes it's in light, sometimes it's in the river. It's very, very powerful. And so that's starting up again. Our classes look under yeyefini.com if you're interested in the mediumship. This year we're having it a little different because I am pouring more energy into myself so that I will be able to pour more energy into the things that y'all are requiring from me. So that's why I am asking you then to go to the website, and the mediumship classes, the SEI classes are now going to be recorded. They're there on the platform. You will have them recorded, and then we'll have sessions where we go over the classes to make sure that people are really actually using the material towards the retreat, the mediumship retreat, which is after you've taken the 7 classes, you go to the retreat. That's where I'm on my way next week. We have the retreat in Florida, and it's a beautiful thing on how to allow spirit to use you and mold you. And for those who we're starting classes the fall of 2023, on how those of you who are interested or have been touched by spirit and want to go deeper into being possessed or being a vehicle of completely going through possession, those classes are going to start in 2023, in the fall of 2023, of those people, those students who know and have sometimes felt spirit, but are either afraid or have not had the proper teachers to allow you to let it be and be possessed and be in a place where when you come back, you don't remember anything. We have those types of priests in our fold. And that's what we're doing in 2023. 2023 fall, we will start again the divination classes, Marine de Lagoon classes for priests. That's in the fall of 2023. And so the classes now, go on the platform. Registration starts this month for some of the classes. Continue to do the work. Continue to do the work. Mind not doing readings on you personally. If you are my students, give me a call and I will make sure that it happens. If I don't read you, some of these beautiful people will be reading you and doing their ball. Now I'm not doing any more air balls. What I do is if I read you, I pass the air ball and the ritual off to my wonderful priests because they have mastered it. They have become little Yeyefinis. Hee hee. And so they do the work. That's what we want. And so when Baba is doing his the veneration of the ancestors, I am there because I'm also a priestess of Egungun. We also have classes coming up soon for marking in Palo. That's going to be in the fall of this year. In November, we'll be teaching the classes on those who perhaps sometimes it comes up that you need to get marked in Palo or in Prenda, Palo Mayombe. All of those classes are coming up little by little. This is a journey. It's not a destination. And you can jump off the bus if you feel that you've gotten enough, and that's fine. But if you want to stay on, and the fees, as you see, we make them very, very cost effective so that you can take the journey and not feeling like you got to get a loan just to attend a class, or you got to send one of your children. But it is something that you can use. And if you use your financial literacy, you already have an account that you just have for spiritual things. I always advise my students to do that. When you're on the path to initiation, my students know this. I do a reading to find out what Orisha is going to help you get the fees and the money for your initiation. Yes, it's a powerful thing. Very powerful in that through divination, you know specifically what Orisha is going to tell you what ritual to do so that you don't have to struggle to get your work done. And I always advise students, have an account, take a jar, put it by your Orishas, or have an account that you just take $20 every week and just put it in there for when your spiritual work done, it works. It's just like you have a car. You're not just going to be driving. You have to make sure that it's there. And so that's the same thing that we're doing. Find a system that works for you. And if you want support, my platform, we've been doing this for 50 years. Rituals, services, readings for 50 years. And that's why now it's time to hand over for y'all to be doing it for the next 50 years. And then your students will be doing it. And let me let you know that all of the people, all of the priestesses here are eligible to be your godmother and future Baba godfather, And then we have Baba Alex, that he's not here to speak today. Baba Alex has been divining for me and many of the Institute members and making their elegbas, their shoes for over 30 years. I've known him. And he is a beast. If you ever got a reading from Baba Alex, that man will tell you stuff you never have ever been told before. And it was such a grace. He's such a beautiful Obatala priest. So go on my platform and you can sign up. Because sometimes people say, do you know a good Babalawo? Well, you can find Babalawos dime a dozen. Or you can Google Babalawo and 25 of them come. They look like they're 12 years old. And say, I'm Babalawo, come to me. No. So that's why I am sharing with you so that you will go on the platform for people who are saying, I need a Babalawo. And that this for me is wonderful because Baba Alex is committed, beautiful. His wife is a priestess, his 2 sons, his mother, may she rest in glory. She just went Ibai Torun. She was a priestess of Oya. So my staff here, we are just steeped in all kinds of magic and power and experience. And one of the things that I want to say about this whole platform here, all of you represent to me transparency, and you do the work on yourself, and it shows. And that's why it's my honor to have y'all here, because I want people who are transparent, that are transparent, and people can trust you, and you come with them with no abusive, negative, gossiping, negativity that you can find on all of different platforms. Y'all are beautiful people. Efumlayo has her own egg bay now in Florida. Soon she'll be coming out in public to do it, because we've been in the COVID. She has also the once a month worship of the Iyami. So there are things happening. Connect to these ladies and these gentlemen. Connect to them. We're going to the next level, and I'm taking all of y'all with me. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So thank you. Anybody have any last prayer? You church people that want to say anything? Oh, Yabumi, you said yours, right? Yeah, you gave your last. Yes. So thank you, everyone. Anybody feel moved by the Spirit to close out in prayer? Bless the people who are there. Everybody's good? Okay, they say come to the class and learn how to pray. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you so much for coming on today and spending this hour and a half to just, be with us and do the things that, that make sense to us. So I'm just going to play Obatalas Baba Miti Kole as we go out. And remember, go on my platform for my CDs, and it's all over the music world. Hey! Hey, Baba. Y'all have a wonderful evening, everybody, and share it with your friends. Peace, love, and soul. Baba mi tikole, ninure mi mombe, mobi molemo, moshe ishere, ora mi niye, ora mi lowo, ashare ni moka, ashore baba. Odabo. My father has built a house. That is where